Hello, welcome to Movie Phone. Hello and welcome to Movie Phone. So you're serious that it like magically works now? I didn't really change any settings. I just restarted the computer. Nothing weird about that. Can someone confirm the audio is working? Because it looks like it's working on my end. I just have visual recognition. So the sound is actually working now. Yeah, it's very strange. I think this is Microsoft's way of like hating me for not updating to Windows, whatever it is. They do suspicious stuff to your computer. Just for no reason, like my mic. They're basically like volume level 9 out of 100 or something. It's gotta be Microsoft. Bill Gates, 5G. They've implanted 5G chips in my computer. Little L's, little Microsoft L's. Absolutely no settings were changed. There was no reason why anything should have been not working whatsoever and then magically work again. I didn't change any settings. Huh. Alright, Weird Openings Wednesday. E4, C6. I just had a funny idea. He usually plays the Caro-Kann. What would be funny to play B4 against the Caro-Kann? Now we just had this. It's a thematic tournament. Okay. Grob expansion. Expanded Grob. Grobdom. The car. G6, of course. Should we just go? We're here to push pawns, not drugs. Wow, H5. Unbelievable. Yeah, B-Jack got a draw. He got himself a draw. You hung a piece in one moment. You hung your knight on E4. And I just believed you. I didn't see it. I was too busy like trying to get my rook to the 7th rank. So everybody, so damn fast around here. Now what, knight to D4 is a threat? strange game this is. What a strange game we live in. Hey, why don't I play d4? What's the center for anyway? If we're not going to take it. Right. Very nice. Very nice. So what do I do now? Bishop e3? Development. Our hero doesn't want a castle. What do you have against castling? He's anti-castling. Now g4 or f3? Damn, he's so fast. 2200 bullet. Lots of bullet games. Mostly bullet games. Hardly any rapid games. Just 155. You're bullet specialist. That's why you're so fast. So I had an idea. What was it? Queen h3? We've got time. I'm sacking on e6. That's the plan. Interesting. So what do? I take with the pawn. Keep the wall. Keep the wall. Build the wall. Do the roar! Build the wall. Destroy those butterfly farms. Be heartless. Butterfly protection area. Donald Trump. Killer of butterflies. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Alright, whatever. I've been traumatized. We've all been traumatized. Politics and COVID. Pandemic. I'll never be the same after the last 3 years. I had a nice, peaceful life in the beginning. Even with the Cold War, it wasn't so bad. Yes, you see, now this was the move that we anticipated long ago. I knew that was coming. That's a strong defensive maneuver. I anticipated, this is why I played Queen h3 and not Queen g4. That was the point, so my queen doesn't get in the way of this capture on h5. Very deep. Coming to get ya. He has the old, I do need to develop some pieces at some point, I guess. Let's do it. Let's take our time. He never should have castled. Yeah, see, he's got a defense, though. What if I take on h5 and sack the knight? Ooh, that gets kind of kinky. Queen h5, pawn g5, pawn g5. That looks pretty scary, but is it enough? If I take, you take with a rook, I take. Take with a rook, I take, I go back. Kind of enables his development. Let's see. Queen h5, pawn takes g5, pawn takes g5. I don't know, man. He'll miraculously defend. Queen h5, take, take. Bishop h6. Bishop h8. That doesn't work. I'm sure that I'm going to lose somehow, because he's like an unbeatable genius. I've only beaten him twice or 3 times out of the last 20 games. That's kind of impressive. He's only lost 3 out of the last 20 games against me. How strong is the guy? Although some of them are simul games where I'm weaker, still, that's a very impressive score. He's up 11.5, 8.5 against me lifetime. Basically, I am level, I would say. Strong FIDE master, at least, with a score like that. You'd have to be at least 2300 FIDE to post 11.5, 8.5 against me. I mean, I've got to be playing, like, my natural strength is 2400 FIDE. So streaming, I'm probably like 2300. High 22s. He's got to be at least 2300 FIDE to post that score. Of course, we're talking Blitz. It's not the same as standard, but still. What happened here? I'm threatening mate in 1. He has to decide. Yeah, he's in plus score 11.5, 8.5. I've only won 3 out of the last, well, we've played 20 games. I've only won 3 out of 20 games. Yeah, he's FIDE master. I think, what's his score against Schieberspieler? It's much worse. Schieberspieler owns him. It's stylistic, partly. But Schieberspieler is probably stronger in Blitz than me. A lot faster. Knight h6? Well, I mean, I guess technically. I was looking at this. I was thinking of queen h7 check. So pawn takes... The thing was, I looked at this a long time ago. Wait, this doesn't work, does it? I just take with a pawn? He has a defense here? I'm down a piece, though. Is that a problem? I guess I should have played queen h7 check first. He resigned? Doesn't he have rook f5? No, I've got queen check, king f8, but I mean, how am I winning after rook f5? I missed rook f5. See? I'm not winning. The engine seems to think it's equal. Queen f7 is mated, you know, most moves are bad, but I think we both underestimated rook f5. So my last move is probably a mistake. I thought I should play queen h7 check originally. King f7, f takes e3. But again, you have defense here. King e8, you're still defending. Position is very unclear. Interesting. It's funny that I spent so much time on queen h3 and this is actually better. Queen g4, knight e7. That's so stupid. Like, I saw this, and how do I get rid of the knight on h5 now? Weird. It was actually better to do queen g4. Slow play the attack. Well, that's all you got, man. That's all it is. It's a closed position, and it's you know, he's playing with very bad bishops. So I guess being a piece down ain't so bad, but you know, he resigned in a close to equal position. He was out of time. Like the way that I resigned against Mickey yesterday, with no time in a defensible position. That's what I did yesterday. I just resigned. Because I didn't think I could defend in the amount of time that I had. Same thing. But objectively, rook f5 is not that hard, I mean, to find. You know, it's like kind of the only move. And I just don't have a clear attack. I have 2 pawns for a piece, like this. I was looking at sacking my queen. doesn't work. Yeah. Repun is here. Well, he didn't think he could defend in the amount of time that he had. That was funny, G4. Oh no, am I next? I wish you were. But we've got to have Repun. He's so fast. I like playing Arsenal better because he takes his time. A little bit. I hate the players that make me rush. Not hate you personally, just I don't enjoy those games as much. Okay. Weird openings. Maybe Repun's been a little better about taking his time. He's getting better. Someone's listening out there. Okay. Last time I played knight c6 against you, I think. But knight f3 is really annoying, man. I mean, that's the hardest move to play unusual openings. Are you doing this on purpose because it's a Wednesday? I think we should just ban knight f3 on Wednesdays. Alright? No, nobody's allowed to play knight f3 on Wednesdays anymore. I mean, this seriously, it's like... It's not fun to play weird openings against the King's Indian attack or something like that, you know? This is your repertoire. Yeah, b5 is pretty good, but I've already played... I feel like I've already played the Polish today. How I think you would have a better score against Gelman if you played weird openings. Yeah. You got to get the guy out of his like, you know. Same thing with Schieberspieler. Any players who have this like narrow repertoire that's almost like unavoidable. If you could somehow, even if you have to play bad openings, like get them out of their little like realm. Anything's better than that, you know. I would score better against Schieberspieler by playing like h6 every game, probably, or anybody like that, you know, with a very, very set repertoire. The systematic opening approach. You're better off playing bad openings than playing into what they know so well, you know. It's practical considerations. Yeah, so what do I do against knight f3? Alright, let's play the Dutch. It was a very bad match, but I didn't have time to prepare. I want to like punish the Veresov, so I couldn't resist. It just doesn't seem like the Veresov should offer white anything, but objectively it's equal. And if you know it super well, it becomes like even better than equal. I shouldn't have tried to like challenge him in that. Yeah, you got, and that's good. I mean, I have a winning score with the St. George defense. I mean, seriously. My score in tournament games with the St. George, and every one of my opponents was like master, almost like, let's say, 1a6. My opening, when I played 1a6 in tournament games, I have like, let's say 6 masters and a 2000 player are my opponents in like 7 games that I can recall, and I have like 5.5 out of 7, including like a win against an IM. You know, a number of W title players. It's not, you know, the opening's bad, but people don't play well when you play unusual stuff. People are less comfortable having pawn centers. They're just not comfortable. They're just not prepared, you know. They just don't have a sort of confident feel. It doesn't, I guess it doesn't have to be a hyper modern opening. You could play like the Latvian or something, I don't know, but it's just something that they're not used to. But I mean, weaker players tend to be bad at space advantage. Weird openings. Okay, this isn't super weird. Now he's like, Repun went from playing e4 to the white side of mainline Dutch. That's weird. Quite a transition there. Some people get upset, like they're angry that you dared to play like an unsound opening against them. I have a theory that it's more effective against women. I mean, I'm not trying to be sexist or something, but I don't know. I think women feel like oftentimes they're discriminated against in the first place. So when a man plays an unsound opening like the St. George, not every woman, but some of them are like, "Oh, you're disrespecting me because I'm a woman," and then they take it personally and get upset more than a man would. There's the element of like you could be being sexist or something. I know that's not really it's kind of gamesmanship, but I found it to be very effective. They take it personally more than men. Man, I don't know, Ripun, how did you go from playing e4 to being like a classical queen pawn player here suddenly? That's kind of a transition that's not that easy to make. The St. George is not that unsound. Well, it's just bad. I mean, I would call it bad. It's not a matter of unsound, like a gambit that loses a pawn or something. Just like you don't have enough space and you weakened yourself with b5. You've never played this. Well, just use the opening explorer. You'll be fine. I mean, I'm sure that some people get really ruffled if you, and not just women and men, I'm talking about in general. Depends on personality. I mean, I know that it's kind of gamesmanship, but I'll take any advantage I can get, other than like physically kicking people's feet under the table. I won't do that. I'm not going to do disreputable stuff like that. But if I can get a psychological edge in some way, I'm going to take it. I don't think that's like unsportsmanlike. If an opening upsets your opponent and makes them like tilt, then by all means play it. Scandinavian's terrible, of course, but it's better than the St. George. But people have like preparation against the Scandinavian. They don't have like, oh, this is my preparation against the A6. They don't have anything prepared. They're like, oh, I'll just figure it out. And that's where the problem starts. I'll just figure it out when I get there. Perfect play by white. My knight needs to get into the game. Play like Konstantin Chernyshov. Man, Chernyshov like killed me in a Queen's Indian with knight a6 and b5, and he just like took over the white squares, kind of like this. Before I knew what was happening, it was like I was getting hugged. This white square hug, like. I'm a hugger. So you make the best bishop bad again. Dude, Ripun, you're so natural at this for an e4 player. Well, the danger with the St. George is you overextend yourself. You can overextend yourself and get carried away. I mean, that's true for all hypermodern openings. I have good results with like the hippo, same principle. It's funny how sometimes like even pretty good players can like absolutely melt down against something like the hippo. They look like bumbling idiots, like they never even learned how to play chess or something. Perfect coordination for white. Basically, Ripon is... It's really remarkable. I don't think a lot of e4 players would be able to make that natural transition. He's only played e4, except for like the last 2 games against me, every single game. Why a lot of chess coaches teach students to play like Scandi and Dutch? Well, you're talking about 2 very different things there. I think the Scandinavian and the Dutch are entirely different. Scandinavian opens the position too early. The Dutch leads to closed games, but you're opening your king position slightly. If you ask me, the Dutch is a better opening than the Scandinavian, hands down. You have to be careful about playing f5, but still fundamentally, it seems like it's a much better opening than Scandinavian, in my humble opinion. Damn, dude, this is like playing Botvinnik with white. Look at his coordination with his pieces on perfect squares. Just an average run-of-the-mill 1800. Yeah, no, Dutch isn't that bad. You got to be careful about your king. But at least, you're not blasting open the position when you're behind in development. That seems dumb, I mean, I played the Scandinavian a lot, but I never had, and not so much with Queen d5, I never had any illusions that it's a correct opening. The Scandinavian's a good opening to play against people who are like incompetent tactically, players that are weak tactically and just play badly in open positions. Like, say you have a player who's like playing the closed Sicilian every game. All they do is like play closed setups with white. Then, all right, then I guess the Scandinavian becomes a useful weapon against that particular player, right? Players, and they're not the many, not the common. E4 players who are bad at open positions. Damn, dude. I mean, this is really irritating. He's like Botvinnik or something. Pretty out of control. Come on, man. He's like literally Mikhail Botvinnik, 1900. Look at the positional play by white. Are you serious? Knight a4. Whoa. What is that? Unexpected move there. One would argue a mistake. I mean, this was a really good game by white until he played e5. It was like worse the entire game, from like move 1 till move 26. Look at that. Look at that, like that graph. Plus 2 after knight b6. Play like freaking Botvinnik. Are you serious? Simon Williams versus Glazirov. That's funny. That's like Dutch guy versus Dutch guy. Knight a6 is dubious. Novelty. Wow. This is like a completely normal Queen's Indian move. What am I supposed to play here? Wow, that's crazy. So knight a6 is a bad novelty. Well, any suggestions for other squares for my knight? A couple people have played a5. Black. Muzichuk. a5 basically preparing knight a6. d6 weakens e6, you know. You gotta be very careful about that arsenal. In this kind of Bird Larson position. That square, if you play d6, you weaken this square. You get hammered by like knight g5 or something. You have to be very, very careful about this coming in and just like glomping on your e6 pawn. That's why, I mean, this is... I didn't think so bad. But apparently better for white. Arsenal fan. Yeah, that e6 point is very sensitive in the classical Dutch type of structure. Very patient play by white there. He was better all the way. The computer had him at plus 2.7. You know, an interesting thing in this position, if you go back a move, if you look in the Opening Explorer, there's like 4,392 games where black plays knight c6. But like 3 games where black played knight f6. And there's nothing wrong with knight f6. Like knight f6 is just as good a move as knight c6. But there's like 8 million games with one and 2 with the other. Why? You know, like, because we have to attack the queen. Because we have to, you know. It's actually better to play knight f6. That move is tricky, and a lot of people blunder like e5 if you play it. If you defend here, I think knight f6 is even better than knight c6. You just can't wait. We can attack the queen. Maybe he'll drop it, you know. It's funny. I was looking at this. I had a bad game I lost. The Chinese center attack. One of our viewers, Coach Ah, started to play this. It's got a little bit of a following now. What did we decide? Knight c3? Oh no, we were looking at a different move. We were looking at d6 last. So here, what do I do? Knight f3. He's threatening d5, equalizing, right? That's not cool. Don't like that. Bishop g5 is lame. I guess I have to play knight c3. Center game is an undervalued opening. The one time I played it, I lost. It was a stupid decision. I played it against a Hungarian kid who was like training with a very strong theoretician. Obviously, they covered everything, including that. It wasn't a surprise, and he like beat me. You got to know your stuff if you play this. A6 is an interesting move. Okay, OBKB. Interesting move. Hmm. Now the question is, the London. Bishop g5 is nothing because of bishop e7. I don't think you wanna pin him when he's got that easy answer. Damn. The quick b5. Now what am I gonna do? Jesus Christ, he has this? Oh my god. So I already blundered. Wow. Unbelievable. Holy shit. Was it Arsenal who crushed me before? In the center attack? This is like ingenious by black. b5? It's absolutely brilliant. Can I play e5? No. Oh man. This sucks. I can't believe it. He just plays b5 and everything's perfect. Oh my god. That's so sick. Now the $1 million question. Which way do we go? Which way did he go? Right. On king d2 he has knight d5. That's a big, big problem because this is forced. It's forced. Yeah. Now, one thing I'm wondering is, like, did he need to do bishop takes c3 right away? If he had castled, I guess I could play, like, rook d3 or something. Try to stop him from doubling my pawns. So, alright. Now, it looks like I have compensation. You can have that pawn. Double F. I can never say your name. Oh no, e6. The little bishop that could. He has knight b4. That's alright, we can deal with that. e6 is interesting. Grab the g7. But it's like, can I actually take his rook? There's also queen g4. Queen g4, knight e7, queen g7, rook g8. Not that bad. I'm running out of time. Ouch. I predict his next move is knight e7. We just have massive compensation. Sladge. Oh, mother. I was afraid if I play e6, he just takes it. Look at this. Knight h6, just to spite me. That seems dangerous. This is such a good square. What? He's excited and he's playing for time. He gets carried away when it's a time advantage. He starts just making like crazy moves and stuff. Yeah, no, I mean he's worse than you now. Do I have e6 at some point? Wait, am I threatening something here? Did I have bishop f7 last move? No. Yeah, he's a picture of time management. Man, it was a good opening for Arsenal fan. He reacted so interestingly with that early b5. I think I was nearly lost. I can't believe I had the castle queenside into that thing. Where's the mate? Alright, let's see the opening. +2 for black or something? Yikes. No? Perfect game? One blunder. I'm better after bishop c1. Wow, I was never in trouble. That's crazy. I was only a tiny bit worse. So check this out. a6 dubious? If bishop b4, I play bishop d2. Okay. So he tricks me by playing a6 first, and now I don't know what to do. This is really annoying. I mean, why is a6 dubious? I mean, it seems like a good move. That's kind of harsh to say it's dubious. It looks like a really interesting move. Now I don't know what to do. Somebody did the same thing as me. The same game happened already in 2021. Very funny, bishop b4. And now I play queen e3, which I missed. It just seemed too time-consuming to move my queen again. What is the best move? Shit. Computers like bite the bullet, castle queenside. That's what I did. Damn. So. Castle queenside novelty. Exclam. Bishop takes c3, b takes c. And Arsenal should just play, wow, knight e7. So this is actually sound. e5. Knight g8. Apparently taking the pawn was bad, and I had this. I don't know, I thought he has some sort of weird ideas, like takes, queen b4 check or something. I was afraid he has like perpetual or something like that. Like, what do I do about this? But it doesn't work, apparently. Yeah, interesting game. Alright. I thought I was in trouble. Orestachenko is a subscriber. And Harshi, I don't know about Harshi. Yeah, queen c5 was better. But it's funny, I really thought I was in big trouble. And the engine says I'm okay. I was down to 1 minute against 4, but Arsenal, you're playing too fast. The master of snap judgments. I bet Arsenal was optimistic there. I was certainly pessimistic. Damn, I played a perfect game while talking how everything was bad. You mean me? Well, not quite perfect. I made 2 blunders, but maybe later. Not playing e6 was a blunder. Yeah. No subscribers challenging. GM Orest is a subscriber. Yeah, and Jim. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Don't know what you're talking about. So here, we've got another chance to play it. Portuguese opening. Oh, okay, let's try this. What's it called? The Troy McClure attack? The McLean attack. Mr. McLean. Are we talking cash or cash? Chess or poker? My cash prize in cash was like $3,000 in chess. It's pretty sad, man. What's even sadder is like there's a lot of like strong professional chess players who's probably never won that much before. Knight takes e4, right. Now bishop d3. What's wrong with this picture? Bishop d3. Biggest gift? Yeah, who's my biggest gifter? Ripun. You want to be the biggest gifter ever to the stream? Let me know when you get your parents' credit card and what their limit is. D takes e5, bishop c5. Oh no, not another one of those games. Okay, it's an elephant gambit reversed. Bishop d3, d5. I have to do that? Ugh. What an inappropriate question. What's the biggest prize you ever won? D takes e5. How much money do you make a year? This sucks. I thought this was playable. Arostashenko's another one of these, like, pro opening players. So I have to take on e5. He instantaneously plays the best move. What's your net worth? How much did your grandfather make per year? Dude, the opening pro. And he, like, moves instantaneously. What is your deal? It's an elephant gambit reversed. How many scoops of ice cream do you usually get? How long can you hold your breath? The white is trying to equalize. This Edgar McCormick attack. There was an old master from my childhood who basically passed away right after winning the U.S. Amateur Championship in 1990, when I finished second on tie breaks. I would have had to have beaten him in the last round with black, and he was higher rated. He used to play this e4, e5, c3 all the time. That was like his pet opening. But it's not supposed to be this bad for me. You know, did I do something already wrong after de4, knight takes c4? If I take on e5 right away, is that better? I really thought white was at least equal here. But I'm, like, clearly worse, it seems like. Elephant gambit reversed. How long can you hold your breath underwater? What's the most money you ever found on the street? I joke with my son all the time. He's, like, asking questions constantly. How many questions did you ask? What's the most questions you ever asked in one day? What's your record for, like, inappropriate questions in one stream? Rook e8. Now what do I do? Oh no. Is this a good move? I hate that square. Oh, guys, we've got 45 minutes to go. Don't be afraid to be the first gifter. Bill 2WK and Jim Mad Quick Chess all made bit donations, but no gift subs this week. 97 covers that, but he's losing a piece here, isn't he? Not exactly. Not exactly. So take. If take rook d1 knight d3 check. See, he so quick figuring this out. He's got a defense. Am I, like, worse now? Are you serious? The magic man has everything figured out. Dude is a genius. That's crazy. I don't know, man. Losing my central pawn? It looked like you were losing a piece. Everything's covered and now you're, like, gonna win a pawn. I have knight g3, knight e5, knight takes e4, and prey. Say your prayers, baby. Say your prayers. And instantaneous moves. Look at this guy. He's Sumahair's brother. It's all I can do, like grovel for a draw with white. And you've only used 2 minutes for the whole game. Oh, you have a better move, and it just wins. Wow. Look at that game. Check this out. Are you serious? I just lose a piece? What is that, perfect game? 8 cent upon loss? All played in 2 minutes. Wow. Let's see if it's all best moves. Knight takes e4. Let's see. This is computer. Bishop d3 is the best move. d5 is the best move. Takes is the best move. Bishop c5 is not the best move. You have better there. Bishop c5, takes, 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 takes. Bishop f4 is the best move. And now bishop e6 is a slight inaccuracy. Knight d2. Bishop d5's best move. Knight e2. This move, rook e8. Man, he played that in 7 seconds. Third best move, second best move. Knight b3 is a blunder. Knight d7 is the best move. Played in 15 seconds. You could play bishop takes b3 right away in knight d7. It wouldn't make a difference, right? It would just transpose. Knight d7, rook d1, take, take. King c8, that was played in no seconds. Pretty obvious move. Knight g3, knight e5, and now I thought I was getting my pawn back, but I missed knight g6. 18 CPL by Black. Ratings FIDE 1100. Check this out. He's 1100 FIDE. I mean, seriously? Come on. Come on. What are you trying to do? You're trolling me here? 1100. And you can play like that? I mean, give me a break, dude. Why do people have to troll me? I don't know. You expect me to believe that? You're 1100 and you're like crushing and I am with perfect play. Sure. Using no time. Happens every day. Very believable. Alright, you're not allowed to play anymore. No one who plays the Eric Rosen openings is allowed to play. There's no Eric Rosen openings allowed on the stream. Sorry. By the way, I didn't play a weird opening in this game. My opponent did. Do you know how bad you have to be 1100 FIDE? Like, you just drop pieces for free. Like, you don't even see your bishops hanging. That's how you get an 1100 FIDE rating. You can't play like an IM and be 1100 FIDE. Those things don't go together. I told this yesterday. My 12 board team, like the lowest rated player on the team, who I could beat like 10 out of 10 games, is like 2050. At least he didn't call me sir, yeah. I don't know what people are thinking. Like, you expect me to believe that? What just happened here? Wait, queen d5? Or bishop c4?
I can't remember. Sir. Speaking of Sir. Please don't be like 1100 and play like your 2050. And he's not even from India, you know? I mean, in Europe, you definitely would have like a legit rating.
People in major European countries do not have like 1100 ratings and they play like they're 2000. That's something that's like exclusive to India. A few other countries where there are very few tournaments and everyone is like 1,000 points underrated. Knight g5. So now what? Bishop c4? I suspect knight g5 is a mistake. But this guy's probably like 900. He's gonna beat me with like crushing Eric Rosen technique. But in order to get an 1100 rating, like what kind of performance do you have to have? Like you lost to 6 1400s? I mean, how do you imagine how bad your performance rating would have to be to establish that rating? You'd have to be just like dropping all your pieces and losing every single game you play, essentially. The FIDE rating system it's a joke, you know. It's a joke. Like they never should have knocked it down below 2000. So now check. I have to play carefully here. It didn't get much. I've never played this player before. That's bad. I should have played Jim first. Now what? White's just better, but it's not winning. This is not so great. I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe bishop c4 is better. We'll see after the game. Queen e7. Really don't like getting crushed by 1100s. That's taking it a bit far. 1900s is like one thing. I don't even play anyone rated under 2000 ever. I've never lost a tournament game in my life to anyone rated under 1800 since well before I was a master. I mean, it's just crazy. Once when I was 2200, I lost to a 1700 player. 1800 maybe. I think he was like high 1700s, 1800. It was the guy who was like chomping. I told the story. He was like chewing a cigar at the board. And he played the old Benoni. And I was just like overextended myself and went crazy. Black is finally screwing this up. He had lots of chances to equalize, it looks like. No, I mean, if you said you were like 1,700 FIDE or something, then it would be like believable. But 1,100? Do you have any idea how bad that is? So what do you have to do to be 1,100 FIDE? You lose to like 1400s in a row or something? I don't know about how FIDE calculates like first ratings too. Like Antony won his section in the one tournament he played, and he still got a really crappy rating. That doesn't make sense, you know. Like you play your first tournament, you win like 5 out of 6 games against 1,500, so they give you a 1,500 rating. Now let me understand this again. So you score like a crushing score of like 5 out of 6 against the rating level, and then they assign you a rating of that level. Does that make sense? Like, no. If you win 5 out of 6 games against 1,500, should you be 1,500? That's basically what they did. They like gave him some kind of... I was like, what? How does that work? So if you win like most of your games against an average rating, you should get a higher rating, not like the same rating of the people that you beat. This was like 2 years ago. I don't understand how FIDE calculates like first ratings. It seems really, really wrong. If you were the head officer in FIDE, what would you have done? Stolen all the money from the accounts. That's what they all do, right? That's my job. Corruption. Emptied the bank accounts. Shipped it to some oligarch. Pay the oligarchs protection money. World Chess. So we see now World Chess is hosting like the Grand Prix. Today should be the second game between Nakamura and Aronian. But what is World Chess? Who runs it? What exactly, you know? And everybody just accepts that's normal. Magnus has no problem with it. All these top players. It's this shadow organization organizing tournaments. But what is it exactly? Who controls it? Very strange. And everyone's okay with that. You know, I don't understand. As long as they're paying prize money, we don't want to know where it came from. Alright. Rostachenko we already played. That's enough 1100s today to lose to. I'm good. Oh, by the way, opening here. Yeah, I don't understand how all these chess players sit by and they're okay with this corrupt organization and don't even question anything. Jim! We lost Jim. Alright, so this silly Rosen Gambit defense. This is not a good opening. Now even Daniel Dubov played it. Christ almighty. I thought Hu Yifan was like retired. I hate Daniel Dubov for playing things. He plays the London system. What does he do? He like works for Eric Rosen. He plays the London system. This guy is amazingly creative. But he plays the London system and Eric Rosen Stafford Gambit. Nice waste of time, dude. I've lost all respect for Daniel Dubov. Plus 1.4 for white. Hey, that's a good opening. Hu Yifan lost. She lost with white in this position. Are you serious? You lost with white against the Stafford Gambit. Oh, she's a student now, but still, like a 2650, you spot her like plus 1.4 out of the opening, and she can't even hold a draw. I mean, Christ, that's embarrassing. So no one has played d4, even though it's a good move. d4 dubious, yeah. Very dubious. I'm plus 1.3 now. And now queen d5 was a mistake. Okay. Best move. Dude, look at this. Queen d5 is a #1 engine move. Yeah, but I mean, you can play this line. I'm not accepting a gambit either. I'm just better. White, like, owns the center. You don't need to accept the stupid gambit. I mean, white has plus 0.8 here. And then why is queen d5 dubious? Sorry? And so this is the really interesting move, according to the engine. Black has to be very precise. g3, queen g4, bishop g2. Plus 1 for white. I'll take it, sold. I'm happy with the plus 1 advantage with white. Nice opening. Queen d5 is not dubious. Yeah, I mean, you can't play this move unless you memorized it and you studied it with a computer. g3, queen g4, bishop g2, and white is better. But at least black's not down material. So this move, I don't know. f4 was too risky. Jim made a comment about this. I should just develop. The knight is out there in thin air. So white is better. So my idea is that we don't try to punish the opening by winning material. We just have better control of the center. It's kind of like, I'll give you another example. If you play against the England gambit, d4, e5, d takes e5, knight c6, knight f3, queen e7. I think one of the best ways to play against this crap is just give the pawn back. She's a gym teacher now. Even if she's a gym teacher rated 2600, there's no excuse for losing with white against the Eric Rosen gambit. Even my gym teacher should be able to defend against that. Knight c3. It's plus 1.6. We don't need to be materialistic with these gambits. There's always some kind of way. I played this. There's always just some kind of way to give the material back. Professor of Physical Education. Professor of Stafford Gambit. So I managed to be worse here. That's embarrassing. Yes, taking the pawn is good too. f4. How was I worse? Queen d1 is dubious. Aha, queen c4 is the best move. Obviously I'm concerned about d5 here. It looks like that should be okay for black. Black is almost equal. It looks like this pawn will fall. Anyway, I don't recommend the Stafford Gambit. I think it's kind of crap. You're better off playing the Mamedyarov. e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, knight e5, knight e4. That's probably objectively better. So Jim plays b3. The Damiano defense is better than the Stafford Gambit. b3. But why play knight f6? If you want to play some for a win, then don't play knight f6. And try to turn the Petrov into an aggressive opening. That's unnatural. I think playing 2 knight f6 for a win is counterintuitive. What are we going to do? Jim made fun of c5. a5, let's do it. a5, c4, he claims. Yeah, because b3 weakens your position. I've got a4 later on. Elvest. Elvest has left the building. How bad can it be? a5 can't be that bad. I guess e6 is not the most aggressive. b5. I would play b5 if my pawn was still back on a7 or a6. Jim has refuted a5. We're gonna get like... What am I playing? Yeah, what would it be? Like a Kali system? Kurda. Knight c3, the aggressive square, but it does block your bishop. That's always a problem. I always feel like, well, it's nice, but it's in the way, you know? What are you gonna do, castle queenside? Bring it on, bro. Okay, I'm playing the Kali system. It's a semi-Slav. It's a neo-semi-Slav. I mean, I played this with white. Both sides have successfully equalized. I refuted the b3 and he refuted a5. Now what? Like b6 weakens my queen side. He'll play cd. So now the question is what to do. I guess g6 or e5. I guess I have to do g6 now. What other plan is there? I mean, I suppose black could just play like knight c5 and hang out. Just do nothing. Also, hi. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, sorry, don't practice your pickup lines here. You're in the wrong stream. You might want to try like Totandrash or something, or Esserman. Those guys are the master ladies, man. Esserman has personality, and Totandrash looks like Homer Simpson. Seriously, Viber hot tub stream. You're in the wrong place. Looking for action here. White is overextended. The Jim is pretty well behaved. He's playing a controlled b3, but I can't say he refuted my a5. I'm trying to remember, there was some Spanish IM that I had a million games with in the b3 a5. He was like a car salesman or something. Wait, why are you connecting Esserman with Tinder? I don't think he's ever had a girlfriend. Or any. I don't know if he's straight or... any lover of any kind. I don't know, man. I don't want to think about it, actually. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Stop now. We're going to stop now talking about this. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Please. Arsenal. Tinder. What is the world coming to? That's what chess tournaments are for. Meeting your significant other. No, just kidding. Yeah, always try to stay away from significant others who play chess. Probably a safe bet. What do I do now? God, this is boring. I was on the bus the other day and everybody's like on their phones, like, I find that women do it more than men, but they're like scrolling through these pictures of guys. Like, what do you do? And then you like look them up on the map and go meet them or something? That's scary. Very personal. Scary. Scary world we live in. So what are we gonna do? I guess Tinder is a lot like Pokemon Go. Maybe you can do both at the same time. Can you combine Tinder with Pokemon Go? You would know about that, right? You're into Pokemon. Do they have a combination of the two somehow? What do I do here? God, Jim, this is boring. How can you play this stuff? I can't do it. I don't know what to do. G6? Batten down the king side. They should combine Pokemon Go, and that would be an awesome marketing scam. Pokemon Tinder. Tinderman. Yawn. This is like playing Uber driver. Jim's gonna get like an equal position and then resign or something. I don't know if this is a good move or not. Yeah, it's probably alright. Now the moment of truth. I don't know if I should play, like, trade my dark square bishop here. Position equal. Is Jim overextended? He's got D4 at the end there. Sorry for hiccups. Boom. Boom. Now you're gonna have to be careful. Look at my bishop. Wait, pawn? Bishop or pawn? Chicken or fish? I have a thing for, what was it called? My favorite Pokemon. Damn it. What was it called? I gotta go, guys, in like 15 minutes. We've got time for another game or two. Someone different. Master Chula. Chula? It sounds like Jula. No, Master Chulia. Still close to Jula. Jula. Harshi's not played yet. Squirtle. Yeah, I like Squirtle. Damn, he's just lost? Squirtle the turtle. Jim will resign soon. I don't want to know about that. I just like Squirtle, the Pokemon character. He's not resigning. How's my bishop doing? Pawn? Did you call it a pawn? Don't talk about my bishop that way. Whoa, 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 easy now. Damn. It's not so easy. He's buried my bishop. Oh no. You should have played c5. You have to play c5 and kill it. Then you're in the game. I think now black's clearly better. It would be very hard for me to do anything if he had played c5. You bought the Agard, sorry, calculation book? You run around beating up animals and force them to fight. Michael Vick, dogfighting joke. Jim lost on time. No, I mean, look at c5. How much comp do you have there? Pawn down? You didn't play c5. Did I lose internet? Hello? Some kind of bug here. Right. What did I do wrong? Lost the pawn? You overextended yourself. You were playing so carefully before. Even here, you're still okay. Just have to be careful. You weren't careful. Played that, lemon. Queen g5, here, 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 here. And now c5. I still don't think you're lost. Because, like, what am I going to do with my bishop? Even a clear pawn down, I don't think that... I was going to play, like, b5, but that sucks, you know? I've got every single pawn on the wrong color except for d4. My bishop is hard to get in. And if I ever move my queen... See, this is the problem. If I ever move my queen, you play e5. So, you know, hypothetically, whatever. If I move my queen, it's like... Well, not that move. Yeah, e5. Then I'm really screwed. Now you're actually clearly better. I have no bishop. Yeah, you gotta play c5 and e5 and make your bishop great again. I was just like groveling for a draw here. So f4 is uncharacteristic for the rest of the way you play the rest of the game. Why don't you just like swap pieces here and offer a draw? That's one of the most boring positions I've ever played. So where did we leave theory? a5, bishop e2, no, c4. So Jim swears by c4. Wow, somebody played a4 now. Yeah, actually I could. Josef Dorfman versus Karsha Laszlo. Wow. Karsha Laszlo was 2460. Nice. He used to play for Comlo. He played a couple times. That's impressive. 2460 solid rating. Draw with Dorfman. Bishop e2. I don't like a4 though. Rook e8 novelty. Yeah, white is slightly better. Alright. Last game for today. It's just really not very interesting, that line I played. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Good to see WJ Loof, Arsenal, Jim, Acerbate, the regulars here. The night crew. Everyone has like a night job or something. Or unemployed in general. We got B3 again? Come on, I just played this. Diva. I just like divas. Do you think Diva belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I don't know, just because they had those weird red hats doesn't really mean they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think that's kind of pushing it. There's that German woman who's streaming that calls herself the Chess Diva or whatever. She seems to have some sort of issues. I don't know, man. She's like, here to play with the big boys. Alright. B3, D5. B3, D5, Bishop B2. So we're going to just play a classic, Bishop G4. The Chess Diva. I'm a chess diva. What's a male version of a diva? A god? Wow, you called it. A chess player with issues, I know. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? I'm the last person that should, well, I mean, we all have issues, right? I definitely have issues. I'd be the first one to admit it. Chess is my therapy. That's the question. Did chess make me crazy? Survey says you don't want to know the answer. Yeah, playing like Jim. This is the Jim system. What does it matter, Jim, if you play knight c3 like whenever? Does it matter? So I think that chess caused my mental illness. No, I mean, it's a question of, the chicken or the egg, I guess. Are crazy people drawn to chess, or does chess make you crazy? That's the real question. Let's just get it out there in the open. Honestly now. The $1 million question. Which came first, the craziness or the chess? Of course, there are a lot of more stupid ways you could waste your life away. betting on horse racing, for example. What am I doing? Professional horse racer better. G6 fails because I drop a pawn. Devo is the male version of Diva. Devo. Not to be confused with Devo the band, which is D-E-V-O. And I still don't think they belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There was an interview with the lead singer of Devo in some music magazine I saw lately. I was like, and what? Like, as if they were relevant? The one-hit wonders that belong in the World Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No. I'm like, why would anybody care about an interview with the lead singer of Devo? As if it was like really important band. I don't think so. They're right up there with Talking Heads. No. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean that. I love just like going around to all these different subjects. See, that's a sign that I can't concentrate. I was talking about this. Of course they were. Talking Heads, like, I think one of the most influential bands ever. I'm just like being sarcastic. I wonder if David Byrne is related to Robert Byrne and Donald Byrne, the chess players. Weird questions. It's hard to tell when people are being serious or being sarcastic, of course. The internet is a beautiful thing. We can no longer recognize, like, context. So what's happening? He's going to lose on time here? Nigel and Brian Adams. Nigel Adams? Dude, are you kidding me? Now we don't know if WJ Lee's being funny or not. I don't know how Michael would feel about that. I wonder if he likes being confused with Nigel. Oof. Sorry, Mike. Damn, that was it? That was the end of our stream for today? Chula's rating challenge. Flare. We didn't play Flare for a long time. Let's play Flare, but I'm going to be late, but anyway, I'm going to do it. That was kind of lame to like win on time after 15 moves. Why am I playing Knight F3? Quick game Flare. Fester Adams. And Gomez. Gomez and Michael. Flare's not here. Alright. Knight F3, H4. G4. I like Rook G1. This is like the stoned, when you're like really stoned opening. When you start thinking about chess in like a totally different way. Hit the bong, baby. I like how he put his knight on h6, though. That looks kind of sketchy. Maybe it's not bad. He's angling for knight f5. It may not be that bad, actually. Though, of course, we got the g6. Stream time over. Alarm clock. So g6, f6 may not be so convincing. Interesting. Maybe I should play d5? I mean d4, my other d5. I'm turning into Arsenal fan. My other brother, Daryl. Arsenal always, like, inverts the board when he's talking about it. Like a noob. That's a good way of making people think you're weak. When you go to analysis, like, after the game, it's better if you make them think that you're weak before the game. But start, like, talking about the board backwards. Yeah, you're just used to being black every game. Oh, I'm playing the London. Where are you going? Dude, the board is over here. Knight a5. That's mental. The center's over here. Get back here. The picture of centralization. What? He's reinforcing the knight on f5. See, that's what happens when you play too fast. You start, like, overprotecting your f5 knight. I thought I was hitting the bong in this game with rook g1 in the opening. Black's just reinforcing his knight in f5. Maybe he pre-moved e6. Yeah, you see now, Arsenal called it b5. That was the plan all along. Guess the opening, London system. Check it out. Last game, yeah, I gotta go. Hershey had to close their game tab. They didn't mean to give up last game. But I managed to get crushed by an 1100 today. With the Elephant Gambit reversed or whatever that was. The Edgar McCormick attack. Not that game. I mean this morning. Or whatever, in the beginning of the stream, I'm saying. No, I beat him. I only lost one game today. You know. Oh, 1800. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1800. Yeah, you're right. He said he's 1100 feet, eh? Okay, I understand. Yeah. So it's not that embarrassing. Right. He's 1800 here. See you later, guys. I gotta go to work. Mocking other chess players. Tomorrow night is subscriber stream, so if you have not yet submitted a game, I don't know about WJ Loof. Jim. Repun. 1100 is a dream for me. When did they start having FIDE ratings that were under 2000? I think it started in like 1998. I was checking this out this morning because I found some book of old games, and there was a couple of examples of players with ratings around 2060. So it always seems like in my memory that this is something more modern, but it actually started in around 1997, 1998, I think. They started lowering the FIDE ratings. Oh, I have my stupid game. Your stupid game. I already have your game. Are you on the list? Well, you must have properly submitted it. I have to separate the games of the people who properly submit the games and then improperly submit them. Improper submissions include Cockatieri, Arsenal, and Mule Skinner. Proper submissions include Jim, Asterbait, and others. Your sub will expire again. Yes! Now you're going to have to steal your parents' credit cards. Resigns. Alright guys, what was this opening? Has anyone ever done this? Knight f3, rook g1. First of all, I have to go, but just want to see. This has ever been played. Rook g1 double question mark? Dude, that's kind of harsh. Can't believe they're saying my rook g1 is double question mark. Double question mark? Getting off the long diagonal so you can't pick me off with bishop b7? Are you serious? The guy that plays knight f3 and h4? Well, Kadash Gabor used to play h4 on move 1. What about on lichess? See, this is like a major opening on lichess. It's a major opening. I test you. 2678 played it. Onion Farmer. I test you 2670. Let's see this guy. Who is this guy? Gotta like his style. He's probably a computer. He lost, actually. I test you. 2809 in bullet. So he's a Russian. David Zakarian. I test you. Nice opening, pro. But anyway, guys, just for fun, rook g1. I'll see everybody later. Tomorrow night, subscriber stream. Don't think rook g1. Rook g1 is 1 question mark, not 2. I will see everybody later. Take care. Let's see if we can do a raid. Chessbia is live. Almost no one's ever live. Let's raid Chessbia with my 13 viewers. Get the huge morning support today. Chessbia, the beautiful and charming. Let's go. Chessboa, that's another one. / raid, alright. Stay tuned for the raid. 15 viewers. Raid for what? Something new here.